Spider-Woman 2 here, the daughter of the true Spider-Man. This is issue 2, which is the first appearance of the character Dark Devil, and I bloody love Dark Devil. This is a McTwo book, and it has fold-out adverts, which are about the meanest thing to me personally. I wanted a nice recap page, not what was on the Disney Channel 20 years ago. Spider-Woman, she is out on the prowl. She is busting some criminal gang of burglars and taking a page from the Clone Sagas book. She is being watched from the shadows by a mysterious person. It is Dark Devil. Then we meet a new villain called Crazy 8, who has no connection to any of the 3 other Marvel characters called Crazy 8, and no connection to 8-Ball either. I like McTwo, but where it really floundered was in the new villains they created. Crazy 8 isn't really good enough for what is the line's flagship book. The fact that his name has been used twice before by Marvel, and even his design and gimmick, that is practically identical to another Marvel character. It's not a good reflection on McTwo. He goes on to be one of the more major baddies as well. This book and its writer are very beholden to Silver Age stories. So Spider-Woman runs away from the bad guy and starts being defeatist, because that is what Spider-Man did in the Stanley Lee and Scott Dittman days. Here though, it is Dark Devil. Dark Devil is such a good idea and design. He starts criticising Spider-Woman and mocking her for running away, and he tells her that she's not good enough to be a hero and that she is out of her depth. And this is great. Dark Devil is such a good character. He is like her biggest critic. And it is something that the original Spider-Man never had. Well, I suppose almost sorta with J.K. Jameson and the Daily Planet. But Dark Devil, he very much voices Spider-Woman's doubts and fears, and he seems to just follow her around to put her down. That's nearly it for Dark Devil shown in this issue. He made a quick but very memorable splash, and the rest is about Spider-Woman and her overcoming her doubts about facing a psychopath like Crazy 8. We have the high school stuff, at high school, very beholden to the Silver Age Spider-Man stories. And some of the stuff is far too obviously a repeat of Spider-Man. Stuff like the high school bully, that is something that is too reminiscent of those stories. It's alright taking the basic framework, but this is edging close to downright copying it. One of the great things in this series is the relationship between her and her parents. Peter Parker and Mary James, they have to come to terms and accept that their daughter is just like her father, and she has a sense of responsibility that demands she be Spider-Woman. I love the McTwo universe because it is the happy ending for Spider-Man. He has retired from being a hero. He lives with his wife, Mary James. He has a wonderful family. It is really nice to see this stuff and to go back and read this after so many miserable Spider-Man stories, and almost the entire basis of this universe being undone and retconned from the main canon. We have some more high school stuff with the bully, and then we finally get back to Crazy 8. Spider-Woman, she shows up to fight him again. I didn't think they really contextualised why she had a sense of renewed confidence that well. It's to do with standing up to the bully, but it comes off feeling like a bit of a stretch. So she fights Crazy 8, and I usually defend villains when someone thinks that they are lame, but I think Crazy 8 is lame. It's not just his name and look, even his gimmick is derivative of Green Gobbler and Hobgobbler. He throws snooker balls that are like they're pumpkin bombs. They are explosives, or they are filled with gas, or they electrocute her, or they do some sonar, or whatever. She eventually manages to overcome her self-doubt, and so she beats him, and then Dark Devil shows up for 2 panels to continue to critique her. So Spider-Woman's victory doesn't feel like a victory, since it is beholden to them Silver Age Spider-Mans. Even though I do think the bad guy isn't very good, and the series is very shackled by its inspiration, this is a good comic. We have a nice main character, a very likeable protagonist in Spider-Woman, and we have a family who we already love from years of reading Spider-Man comics. Dark Devil is fantastic. He is brilliant. The 3 pages he is on steal the show from Crazy 8. He's more intriguing and compelling than a fella who likes the snooker. If you want some good-natured, feel-good comics, you can't go wrong with this series. I'll give it crazy 7 thumbs up.